From today we will solve petty cash book. We have already studied simple cash book, that is single column cash book, and double column cash book, that is 2 column cash book. And now the next part is petty cash book. Petty cash book is the book maintained for recording payment of petty expenses or petty incomes, that is of small amounts. The word petty is derived from the French word petite, means small. See, in every business, whatever the size may be, large number of small payments such as postage, stationery, bus fare, taxi fare, cartage, Ganpati Vargani, etc. have to be made. These payments are generally repetitive in nature. Some of them are repetitive in nature. कुरिअर आलं, ॲमेझॉनकडून काही आलं तर आपल्याला जे पैसे द्यावे लागतात ते आपण काही मागवत असू तर ते रिपिटेटिव्ह असतात, सतत होणारे असतात आणि ते स्मॉल असतात, फार छोटे खर्च असतात. इफ ऑल दीज पेमेंट्स आर मेड बाय द कॅशियर, दॅट इज द हेड कॅशियर, अँड रेकॉर्डेड इन द मेन कॅश बुक, दॅट इज अवर 2 column कॅश बुक, द कॅशियर विल बी ओव्हरबर्डन्ड विथ दिस वर्क. कारण असे खूप छोटे बिझनेस मोठा असेल तर दिवसाला जवळजवळ 100-200 पेक्षा जास्तसुद्धा असे पेटी एक्सपेन्सेसचे व्यवहार होत असतात. ओके, सो ही विल बी ओव्हरबर्डन्ड बाय दॅट अँड द कॅशबुक विल बी व्हेरी बल्की. बरोबर आहे ना. कॅशबुक जे आहे ते खूप मोठं होईल, छोटे छोटे खर्च. फॉर एक्झाम्पल 15 रुपीज चॅरिटी केली, दारावर कोणतरी आलं तर ते 15 रुपीज शुड बी एंटर्ड इन टू बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट्स. आणि असे खर्च आपण मेन कॅशबुकमध्ये जर एंटर करत राहिलो तर इट विल बी व्हेरी बल्की. टू अवॉइड धिस, इट इज अ युज्युअल प्रॅक्टिस टू अपॉइंट ए petty cashier. Head cashier appoints an employee as a petty cashier and he is given some amount to spend and to make the small payments, and he will record all these transactions in a separate book, and this book is called as petty cash book. Understood? So, petty cash book is maintained for recording payment of petty expenses. Now, we have to discuss imprest system of petty cash book. Under this system, the petty cashier is given a definite sum of amount, say for rupees 10,000 at the beginning of the month. Normally at the beginning of every month. This amount is called imprest amount. The petty cashier goes on paying all the petty expenses out of this imprest amount and records every transaction in petty cash book maintained by him. At the end of the period, that is at the end of the month, the petty cashier submits this amount to the main cashier, who examines the petty cash book and reimburses the amount spent by the petty cashier again to him for the expenses of the next month. तुम्हाला कळतंय मी काय सांगते ते. पेटी कॅशियरला नेमलेलं असतं छोट्या खर्च करण्यासाठी आणि छोट्या खर्चाचे रेकॉर्ड करण्यासाठी. त्याला एक सम ऑफ अमाऊंट, स्पेसिफिक अमाऊंट महिन्याच्या पहिल्या दिवशी दिली जाते. मी एक्झाम्पल दिलं 10,000 रुपये. पेटी कॅशियर त्याच्यामधून तो छोटी छोटी पेमेंट्स काही ना काही जे असतात, फॉर एक्झाम्पल ऑफिसची केरलादी करायला जी बाई येते तिचं पेमेंट असतं, असे छोटे छोट्या गोष्टी ज्या असतात त्याचे खर्च त्या पैशातून करतो आणि ते सगळे रेकॉर्ड करतो पेटी कॅशबुकमध्ये. ॲट द एंड ऑफ द मंथ हेड कॅशियर जो असतो, मेन कॅशियर ऑफ द बिझनेस जो असतो, तो पेटी कॅशियरचं पेटी कॅशबुक चेक करतो. समजा टोटल एक्सपेन्सेस ड्युरिंग दॅट मंथ पेड बाय द पेटी कॅशियर वेअर rupees 7,000 from that 10,000 amount. So remaining balance will be 3,000 in petty cash. So this spent amount, that is rupees 7,000, will be reimbursed to the petty cashier for expenses of next month. So On the first day of the next month, the petty cashier includes 7,000 plus the balance remaining 3,000, and it is found again with the same balance which he held on the first day of the previous month. Understood? मागच्या महिन्याच्या पहिल्या दिवशी 10,000 होते, तेवढेच त्याच्याजवळ परत 10,000 येतात पुढच्या महिन्याच्या पहिल्या तारखेला सुद्धा. अशा पद्धतीने पेटी कॅशियरला जी स्पेंड केलेली अमाऊंट दिली जाते. सो धिस सिस्टीम ऑफ पेटी कॅश बुक इज कॉल्ड ॲज इम्प्रीस्ड सिस्टीम, because impressed means advance made to the certain person, that is the petty cashier in this case. Understood? We have to solve the problems of impressed system of petty cash in this topic. I have explained this here everything. Now advantages of petty cash book. It is time saving. मी मगाशी सांगितल्याप्रमाणे जर सगळ्या एंट्रीज हेड कॅशियरनी करायच्या झाल्या तर इट विल बी ओव्हरबर्डनिंग. सो टाईम सेव्ह होतो आणि लेबर सेव्ह होतो, मीन्स टाईम अँड एनर्जी इज सेव्ड. कंट्रोल ओव्हर पेटी एक्सपेन्सेस. कन्व्हिनियन्स इन लेजर पोस्टिंग. And this is a very simple method. Preparing petty cash book is very simple and it's very easy. Okay? And similarly, there is lesser chances of fraud when petty cash book is maintained. Okay? Because petty cashier always keeps proper record of petty expenses. Let's discuss now analytical petty cash book and its format. This petty cash book has two sides, just like the previous cash books, left hand side and right hand side. Left hand side is used for recording receipts and right hand side is used for recording payments. Right hand side is subdivided into separate columns for separate expenditures such as postage and telegram, printing and stationery, traveling and conveyance, refreshments, sundry expenses, etc. One separate column is provided for miscellaneous expenses or sundry expenses to record those expenses that are not entered in any separate column. काही वेळेला प्रॉब्लेममध्ये असं होतं की वेगळी एंट्री असते आणि त्याचा सेपरेट कॉलम आपण बनवलेला नसतो, त्यावेळेला सन्ड्री एक्सपेन्सेसमध्ये ती अमाऊंट लिहिली जाते. ओके. टोटल पेमेंट कॉलममध्येही एंटर केले एंट्री केली जाते आणि त्या रिस्पेक्टिव्ह कॉलममध्ये, म्हणजे पोस्टाशी रिलेटेड असेल तर पोस्टेजमध्ये, स्टेशनरीचे रिलेटेड आयटम प्रिंटिंग अँड स्टेशनरीमध्ये अशा पद्धतीने अमाऊंट रेकॉर्ड केली जाते. ओके. The date and particulars of every transaction is written in the same date and particulars column. म्हणजे डेट आणि पर्टिक्युलर कॉलम हा रिसीट आणि पेमेंटसाठी कॉमन असतो. रिसीटची पण डेट आणि पर्टिक्युलर तिथेच लिहिली जाते आणि पेमेंटची पण. फक्त पेमेंट्स राईट हँड साईडला लिहिली जातात आणि रिसीटची अमाऊंट लेफ्ट हँड साईडला लिहिली जाते. ओके. अंडरस्टूड? Now this is the format. See the format of analytical petty cash book. See here, there is debit side. Debit side columns are amount received and cash book folio. Then date and particular columns are common. And then the credit side. In credit side, V number, total payments and sub columns for every expense. Postage, cartage, conveyance, stationery, miscellaneous expenses, etc. Right hand side is payment side from V number onwards, and left hand side of date and particular columns is receipt side, that is debit side. Date and particular columns are common, म्हणजे रिसीट साईडचे हेडिंग्स पण आणि डेट पण इथेच लिहिली जाते आणि पेमेंट साईडची डेट आणि हेडिंग पण इथेच लिहिलं जातं. पेमेंट साईडची अमाऊंट पेमेंट साईडच्या टोटल पेमेंटमध्ये आणि रिस्पेक्टिव्ह खर्चाच्या कॉलममध्ये एंटर केली जाते आणि रिसीटची अमाऊंट रिसिव्डच्या कॉलममध्ये एंटर केली जाते. ओके. ॲनालिटिकल पेटी कॅशबुकमध्ये डिफरंट हेडिंग्स कशी फॉलो केली जातात त्याचं मी काही एक्सप्लेनेशन इथे दिलं आहे बघा. इन ॲनालिटिकल पेटी कॅशबुक पेटी एक्सपेन्सेस आर क्लासिफाईड इंटू डिफरंट हेड्स ऑफ एक्सपेन्सेस. पोस्टेज, मी मगाशी सांगितल्याप्रमाणे एक्सपेन्सेस रिलेटेड टू पोस्ट, दॅट इज पोस्टल स्टॅम्प्स, स्पीड पोस्ट, कुरियर चार्जेस, टेलिग्राम चार्जेस एट्सेट्रा. कार्टेज, कॅरेज, फ्रेट एट्सेट्रा. कन्व्हेयन्स, बस फेअर, रिक्षा फेअर, ट्रेन फेअर, ऑटो फेअर एट्सेट्रा विल बी एंटर्ड हिअर. स्टेशनरी, all expenses related to stationery. Telephone charges, all expenses related to telephone. आता पूर्वीच्या काळी तिथे STD ISD चार्जेस किंवा अशा गोष्टी यायच्या. आता टेलिफोन चार्जेसमध्ये मोबाईल एक्सपेन्सेस पण येतात. रिफ्रेशमेंट, इट इन्क्लूड्स ऑफिस टी अँड कॉफी, स्नॅक्स, रिफ्रेशमेंट एक्सपेन्सेस, रिफ्रेशमेंट फॉर गेस्ट एट्सेट्रा. ही काही हेडिंग्स झाली. ह्याच्या प्रकारे आपण आणखी हेडिंग्स आणि आणखीन कॉलम्स पण करू शकतो. बिकॉज देर इज नो प्रिस्क्राईब्ड फॉर्मॅट फॉर क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ पेटी एक्सपेन्सेस. दॅट इज देर इज नो परफेक्ट लिस्ट ऑफ क्लासिफिकेशन विच कॅन फिट पेटी एक्सपेन्सेस ऑफ ऑल टाईप्स ऑफ बिझनेस. जसा बिझनेस बदलतो ॲज पर नेचर ऑफ बिझनेस दे मे चेंज. ओके. सो ॲज पर अवर कन्व्हिनियन्स वी कॅन प्रिपेअर various columns on credit side, that is for analysis of payments as per our requirement. आणि जे उरलेले गोष्टी असतात ज्याचं कॉलम केलेलं नाही अशा आपण मिसलेनियस एक्सपेन्सेसमध्ये किंवा पेटी एक्सपेन्सेसमध्ये टाकू शकतो. ओके. देर इज नो फिक्स्ड फॉर्मॅट फॉर दॅट. नाव balancing of the analytical petty cash book, it's very easy. It is just like simple cash book or double column cash book. आणि हे पेटी कॅश बुक जे आहे ते ॲट द एंड ऑफ स्पेसिफिक पिरियड टॅली केलं जातं. मीन्स ॲट द एंड ऑफ वीक ऑन सॅटरडे और आफ्टर 15 days और ॲट द एंड ऑफ द मंथ. नॉर्मली ॲट द एंड ऑफ मंथ. जसं आपण कॅशबुक टॅली करत होतो त्याप्रमाणे पहिल्यांदा टोटल पेमेंट्स आणि टोटल रिसिट्स काढले जातात. ऑब्वियसली द टोटल ऑफ पेटी एक्सपेन्सेस शुड बी इक्वल टू टोटल पेमेंट्स कॉलम. आणि त्यानंतर डिफरन्स काढला जातो रिसिट्स अँड पेमेंट्समधला आणि बॅलन्स लिहिला जातो. मी एक प्रॉब्लेम तुम्हाला या ठिकाणी दाखवते आहे अँड वी विल डिस्कस preparation of analytical petty cash book with the help of following problem. See the problem. Prepare analytical petty cash book on the IMPRIS system from the following information. Received rupees 2000 for petty cash on January 1st. This entry will be on receipt side because the petty cashier received rupees 2000 amount. January 2nd, bus fare rupees 160, paid cartage rupees 150. January 4th, postage charges rupees 80. Again on January 4th, paid for stationery rupees 220. 5th January, paid rickshaw charges rupees 90. 5th January again, paid for repairs rupees 180. 6th January, speed post charges rupees 50. 7th January, paid for cartage rupees 145. 8th January, tea to office staff rupees 70. 9th January, purchase pens and envelopes rupees 170. 10th January, paid railway fare rupees 320. 14th January, purchase postal stamps rupees 40. Okay. So now here is the solution of this problem. In the books of Dash, that is name of the business, analytical petty cash book. Now let's discuss this petty cash book. See here, left hand side there is the columns amount received and cash book folio. Date and particular columns are common columns for debit side as well as credit side. And on the right hand side, that is credit side, is having the columns V number total payments, and total payments are distributed between various heads, that is postage, cartage, conveyance, stationery and miscellaneous expenses, or you can call it sundry expenses. डेट आणि पर्टिक्युलर हा कॉलम कॉमन आहे. त्याच्या डाव्या बाजूला डेबिट साईडचे कॉलम आहेत, रिसीट साईड आहे ती अमाऊंट रिसिव्ड आणि कॅश बुक फोलिओ. त्याच्या उजव्या बाजूला व्ही नंबर मीन्स व्हाउचर नंबर, टोटल पेमेंट पहिल्यांदा टोटल पेमेंटच्या कॉलममध्ये पहिल्यांदा अमाऊंट लिहिली जाईल आणि नंतर ती रिस्पेक्टिव्ह हेडिंगमध्ये लिहिली जाईल. जर इफ इट इज रिलेटेड टू पोस्ट देन इन द कॉलम ऑफ पोस्टेज. If it is related to cartage, that is carriage etc., it will be written in cartage column. If it is related to conveyance, that is traveling expenses etc., it will be written in conveyance column. If it is related to stationery item, then it will be written in stationery item, that is stationery column. And if it is any other expense, then it will be written in miscellaneous expenses column. Understood? Now see in the problem, you have to solve this problem in your notebook. So before solving this solution in your notebook, you have to write down the problem in your notebook so that you can refer with this video the problem. See in the problem, January 1st received rupees 2000 for petty cash. So entry will be on receipt side. receipt side ला आपण 2 लिहितो माहिती आहे ना. त्यामुळे जानेवारी 1st टू कॅश अकाउंट, अमाऊंट इज ऑन रिसीट साइड, दॅट इज ऑन डेबिट साइड, अमाऊंट रिसिव्ड कॉलम 2000, अमाऊंट रिसिव्ड फ्रॉम हेड कॅशियर रुपीज 2000. and after that entry there will be entries of various payments. So January 2nd bus fare is related to conveyance. So you can write by bus fare and enter the amount in conveyance column also. There is no fixed rule for given headings also. Okay, so by conveyance account total amount 160 first written in total payment column and then in conveyance column rupees 160. Next is cartage 150, by cartage account 150 rupees and then it is written in cartage column. In this way, on 4th January postage charges, so by postage account first amount is written in total payments column and then in postage column. Then on 4th January again paid for stationery, by stationery account 220 rupees in total payment column and in stationery column. Then rickshaw charges are, that is auto charges, are should be included in conveyance. So you can write by conveyance account or by rickshaw fare or rickshaw charges, amount in total payments and amount in conveyance column. In this way, paid for repairs account 180 rupees. Now we have not prepared the column repairs, separate column for repairs. So repairs amount 180 is written in miscellaneous expenses column. Understood? Then speed post charges, it is related to postage. So in total payments तुम्ही इथे बाय पोस्टेज अकाउंटच्या ऐवजी बाय स्पीड पोस्ट चार्जेस असे लिहू शकता. अमाउंट विल बी इन टोटल पेमेंट्स कॉलम अँड इन पोस्टेज कॉलम. अंडरस्टूड? देन in this way, 7 January cartage, 8 January tea to office staff, that is refreshment. As refreshment column is not prepared, they were entered in miscellaneous expenses column. On 9th January purchase pens and envelopes. Pens and envelopes are stationary items, so by stationery 170 and in stationery column 170. Here you can write by pens and envelopes this heading also. On 10th January railway fare, that is conveyance, and on 14th January purchase postage stamps, so by postage account. Understood? In total payment column and in postage column. Now let's tally. First we have to make total of total payments column, which is 1675, and total of every column. Total of every column should be the same, that is 1675. Total receipts are 2000, so total 2000. Then we have deducted rupees 1675 from 2000 and balance is written here. On the last day, January 14, by balance carried down 325, and below the total on 15 January 2 balance brought down in receipt column 325, and on 15 January the petty cashier will receive the amount spent by him, that is 1675 rupees again from the head cashier. So on 15 January to cash account 16750. Then he will have rupees 2000 again on 15 January, and he will spend for next 15 days from these 2000 rupees. Understood? In this way we have to prepare the petty cash book, which is very easy. So we have seen the first problem of petty cash book and how to prepare the petty cash book. We have discussed one problem, and now we will see the posting from the petty cash book into ledger. Petty cash book is not posted directly in the ledger, that is not directly posted into ledger accounts. For this purpose, a petty cash account is maintained in the ledger. First of all, petty cash book is balanced at the end of a specific period, that is after a week or after 15 days or after a month, etc. And then some journal entries are passed on the basis of petty cash book. Okay, so see, I have passed some petty cash journal entries here according to our solved petty cash book. See the first entry. In this problem, on January 1st, we have received rupees 2000 from the head cashier. So first entry will be the entry of petty cash received from the head cashier or cash paid to the petty cashier. Okay. So first entry will be petty cash account debit to cash account. Petty cash is increasing and main cash is decreasing. Rupees 2000 being cash paid to petty cashier or cash received from head cashier from the point of view of petty cashier. Then we have prepared an analytical petty cash book, and total expenses are there, that is total of postage column 170, total of cartage 295, total of conveyance 570, total of stationery 390, total of miscellaneous expenses 250. So each expenses individually will be debited and petty cash account will be credited. So postage account debit 170, cartage account debit 295, conveyance account debit 570, stationery account debit 390, miscellaneous expenses account debit 250, to petty cash account total amount 1675. This will be the second entry on the last date, that is 14th January according to this problem. And then again on 15th January the amount spent by the petty cashier was reimbursed to him that is 1675. So again the entry will be petty cash account debit to cash account, cash paid to petty cashier 1675. Okay, in this way we will pass journal entries first and then we will prepare some ledger accounts here. Now we will see the ledger accounts. First account will be obviously petty cash account. Okay, and then accounts of all expenses, that is postage account, cartage account, conveyance, stationery, miscellaneous expenses, etc. Now see the petty cash account here. Petty cash account, petty cash account debit to cash account. This is the first entry. So debit side of petty cash account to cash account 2000. And second entry is all the expenses account debit to petty cash account. So debit side of all expenses account to petty cash and credit side of petty cash by all expenses. बघता इथे सगळे एक्सपेन्सेस क्रेडिट साईडला ट्रान्सफर केले आणि नंतर बॅलन्सिंग केले. बॅलन्स इज 325. On January 15 to balance brought down 325 and again on January 15 to cash account 1675. Understood? Now the next account, next account will be of postage account. Printing mistake is there. This account is postage account, not petty cash account. Understood? This account is petty cash account, then cartage account, then conveyance account, then stationery, and then miscellaneous expenses. These are the accounts here we have to prepare. So correct this mistake. This first account is postage account. Here is the printing mistake. बुक्स मध्ये पण मेजर प्रिंटिंग मिस्टेक्स असतात. हा पेटी कॅश अकाउंट नाही आहे. वी हॅव ऑलरेडी प्रिपेअर्ड द पेटी कॅश अकाउंट अँड नाऊ वी आर प्रिपेअरिंग पोस्टेज अकाउंट, cartage account, conveyance, stationery and miscellaneous expenses account. So now second posting of all expenses. Credit side of petty cash account by postage means debit side of postage to petty cash 170. Credit side of petty cash account by cartage, so debit side of cartage account to petty cash 295. Credit side of petty cash account by conveyance, debit side of conveyance to petty cash 570. Credit side of petty cash by stationery, debit side of stationery account to petty cash account 390. And then last account is miscellaneous expenses account. Credit side of petty cash account by miscellaneous expenses 250. So debit side of miscellaneous expenses account to petty cash account 250. Okay. In this way we will prepare ledger accounts. If they have asked us to prepare the ledger accounts, otherwise you have to prepare only petty cash book. Normally they ask only petty cash book to prepare, but this is the method of preparing the ledger accounts. Understood? So इथे लेजर अकाउंट टॅली केलेले नाही आहेत. लेजर अकाउंट प्रिपेअर केले जातात आणि नंतर ते टॅली केले जातात. अर्थातच 15 दिवसात टॅली केले जाणार नाही आहेत म्हणून इथे लेजर अकाउंट्स टॅली केलेले नाही आहेत, कारण आपण 15 डेजचंच घेतलेलं आहे शेड्यूल पेटी कॅशचं. ओके. Now the last point, difference between main cash book and petty cash book. First basis, recording of receipts. In main cash book all the cash receipts are recorded, that is cash receipts of business, and in petty cash book only cash receipts from head cashier are recorded, or if the petty cashier receives some petty amount, it is also recorded in petty cash book. For example, sale of old newspapers, and from sale of old newspapers if petty cashier gets a small amount, then it will be recorded in petty cash book receipt side. Understood? Second is recording of payments. In main cash book we will record all cash payments. In petty cash book we will record only payment of petty expenses, that is small expenses. Date and particular column. For main cash book there is different date and particular columns for receipts as well as payment side. आपण कॅशबुक बघितलेलं आहे. सिम्पल कॅशबुक किंवा डबल कॉलम कॅशबुकमध्ये रिसीट साईडला म्हणजे डेबिट साईडला पण डेट पर्टिक्युलर्स असतात, क्रेडिट साईडला पण डेट पर्टिक्युलर्स असतात. पेटी कॅशबुकमध्ये मात्र डेट आणि पर्टिक्युलर्स कॉलम हे कॉमन असतात, रिसिट्स आणि पेमेंट साईडच्या मध्ये ड्रॉ केलेले असतात ते. हे आपण आत्ताच बघितलं या प्रॉब्लेमवरून. ओके, सो सॉल्व एव्हरीथिंग in your notebook and you can ask if there is any doubt. That's all.